And where is that band who so vauntingly swore that the havoc of war and the battle's confusion, a home and a country, should leave us no more? Their blood has washed out their foul footsteps' pollution. No refuge could save the hireling and slave from the terror of flight or the gloom of the grave. And the star-spangled banner in triumph doth wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, thus be it ever when freemen shall stand between their loved home and the war's dissolution. Blessed with victory and peace, may the heaven rescue land. Praise the power that hath made and preserved us a nation. Then conquer we must, when our cause it is just. And this be our motto: in God is our trust. And the star-spangled banner in triumph shall wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave. You're tuned into Butterfly Blackout. That is my rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner, spoken word, verse 3 and 4. Come back next week where we will do the National Negro Anthem. Or it's the Negro National Anthem. That's how you say it.
Yes.
In other words, lift every voice and sing in spoken word. Welcome to a brand new week. Welcome to a brand new month. It's August. I am so incredibly excited. There is so much going on that it is insane. I don't even know where to start. But let me say hello to the one, the only, never duplicated, you can't copy, Jeff.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good.
That's good to hear.
And he is a producer, but he's also a DJ. DJ Truth.
What's good?
He had us bumping. I ain't wanted to stop either. So,
Got that August energy.
I'm trying to be polite. See, before I start my show, I actually have a conversation with myself because I got to get some of my issues out before I go on camera. Why? Because I have a lot of frustration built up, and I can't physically shake people, so I have to do it, in the privacy of my own home. So who do I want to shake? Well, we're going to go back to Tamar Braxton because she gives me life. Why does she give me life? Because while almost taking her life, she found time to recover and to go back on social media. Now, Tamar, if you are feeling depressed and you're going through trials and tribulations, and you try to take your life, allegedly,
Yes.
or you stage trying to take your life, don't you think the first thing you would be doing is making an appointment to see your therapist, work on yourself, and, don't forget Logan. But no, you had time, girlfriend. You had time to issue a statement that I don't think you wrote. I think you put your thoughts into it, but I don't think you wrote this. There's no way you had time to write all that. Okay? But she did. She spoke for the first time via social media. Everybody got it. Now, there are reports that WeTV also released her from her contract.
That's good.
But that's not confirmed because she did hop back on social media to disclaim that didn't happen. They ain't sent her no flowers, no nothing. I'm thinking, why would I send you flowers if you accuse me of trying to help you kill yourself?
Right.
But they did, however, push back her show to September. Then I'm thinking to myself, WeTV, why? Because she's unstable and she can't handle reality TV. She's been with y'all since 2011 with the poppity-pop-pop-pop.com. Right? Remember that? And so what are we doing now? I still want to watch the show because I want to know what happens. She was supposed to be working on an album, so I want to see how all that comes together. But no, we have to wait until September. Okay. Also, WeTV, I just want to say, when you have reality shows, I think it is so important, hear me very clear, that you only deal with stable people. If they remotely look like they're unstable, you don't. If you have the contract in front of them, okay, and something look like this don't feel right, then what you do is say, you know what, we changed our mind. It's okay. We'll go on to something else. Yes. So you don't end up in situations like this, because I can't even imagine being blamed for somebody's mental problems. Mental health is real. We know that. But there are a lot of people who have 9-to-5s, who barely make any money, are living paycheck to paycheck, living wage, underwaged, okay?
True.
And they not over here trying to kill themselves. They just try to make it work. They not trying to off themselves. I mean, how many people you know, Jeff, that are quick to say, WeTV, reality TV, here I come. How crazy do I need to be? How...
Zero.
Come on. I know quite a few people that will sign up for WeTV so they can get a check.
You do?
Okay? Yes, I do. All right? Now, reality TV, I just want to say, it's not really reality TV. It's scripted in a way.
Most part, yes.
Okay? Now, you've been with the network since 2011.
Yep.
Tamar, Get Your Life is a show that you came up with. I'm not sure if you were obligated to fulfill so many seasons from Tamar and Vince, and that's why you have this new show, or allegedly sources are not saying that you came up with this show and signed on with WeTV for a certain amount of episodes. So if WeTV is the devil, I'm still trying to figure out why, honey, did you sign back up with them? But then again, it's WeTV's fault. Did WeTV make you sign a contract, or did you sign the contract? You know how you said, Tamar, that you wasn't getting paid? Tamar, whose fault is that? Is that WeTV's fault? Or whoever looked at the contract that you signed? I'm confused. Can you blame WeTV for a contract you signed? That's just like TLC going broke. Remember that? And then what happened? Well, did you
Was
read
it their
it?
fault?
That's just like...
Yes, it was.
With...
Really?
And here's the thing.
Really?
You grew up with Toni Braxton. We all saw the movie. Okay? Remember, she came out after that NDA expired so she could tell all?
Yeah.
So Toni came out, and we found out that Toni signed a really bad contract. In the movie, she went to Babyface and asked him, would you sign that contract? No, I'm sorry, my bad. Babyface was on the witness stand, and he was asked, would you sign that contract? And he said, no, I wouldn't even sign that contract. That's how she ended up winning. All right, because she got a bad deal. So, Tamar, how are you blaming WeTV for a bad deal that you signed? Unless if Vince or somebody held your hand and helped you sign because you wasn't lucid. No. Did WeTV force you to sign a contract that you wasn't happy with? See, don't be blaming WeTV for your psychological problems. In fact, people say that David, your boyfriend, he's also power tripping. He's controlling. Okay, let's see. I remember when you started dating David, because you wasn't even 100% fully separated from Vince when you had this new guy come in, because I thought it was kind of weird how, okay, you separated from your husband. You done got yourself a new apartment, right? But now all of a sudden you dating this man and you haven't been divorced yet, haven't really been by yourself yet. And then all of a sudden you with this African man who's everything, and he's sleeping in the bed. You got Logan sleeping in the bed with y'all. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm a single parent. There's no way in hell I'm dating somebody and my son is sleeping in the bed with us. Like, I'm sorry, wait, what? Where did you do that at? And Vince ain't saying nothing about this? Or did Vince even know? Because I can't imagine what father would be okay with the mother and the new boyfriend that you only been with for a short period of time, and my son is sleeping with y'all? Wait, what? We don't do that. But see how quickly you jumped into that relationship? You jumped in so quick, you didn't even have a chance to breathe. So if you're stuck in a relationship with a man who's abusive and all this extra stuff, who's to blame for that? That would be you, right? Go ahead.
So wouldn't that prove her point that she signs bad contracts because she makes stupid decisions?
Oh, yeah, that's But that's not We's fault.
No,
That is not We TV.
But hold on. Here's how you flip it. She can say it's We's TV's fault because they took advantage of her.
How?
What do you mean? She's not. She was never in a state of mind to sign
Since 2011?
complicated contract. Exactly. Maybe she had been. I'm just sitting here trying to play the other.
Hold up.
I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. I'm just trying to play
Boo.
devil's advocate. If she's saying
in the movie on Lifetime,
but that was
Toni
Tony's
Braxton's
movie.
story,
That was Tony's story.
because Tony didn't want to do the reality show. They came
right.
to her saying, "We need this." It was Tamar who was like, "Boobity boobity blah," and Tamar was the one who came up with the show. We need this money. Tony didn't want to do it because they didn't want to do it without Tony.
Of course
TV
not.
said, if we don't get Tony, then there's no show.
Of course not.
So then the mother had to go to Tony behind closed doors and say, please do this for your sister. Come on now. I done said, listen, all I did was not read the book yet. Okay? Hey, for Christmas, if y'all want to give me the book, that's fine. But what I'm saying is, I saw the movie.
But doesn't that prove the point? Because here's what's going to happen. Her sister going to get on the stand. You name any which one of them and be like, yo, yeah, she's not capable of handling stuff, and she always signed bad contracts. She's never in the right state of mind. And this just proves it.
Okay, fine.
Okay. I don't give it, not in 2020, should anybody be excused from signing a jacked up contract. These record labels and these trillionaires and billionaires continuously prey on those who don't have money. And it's easy for us to sit here and say yes, but if you walk up to someone with a $30,000 check and they don't have a pot to pee in or a window to throw it out of, they're going to sign it. Now, in her case, with the whole TLC, those are the wrong women you want to take any advice from because they went broke multiple times. And you also got to remember, these are the women that are so jacked up in the head that they were the ones that were actually supposed to release Christina Aguilera, who worked for them. Worked for TLC, singing all the time, but the fact they didn't want anybody to be better than them, somebody else came and signed it. Now she's worth gazillions. So at the end of the day, if you don't learn a lesson once, we'll take that on the chest. We'll take that on the chin the first time. Second time, I'm not even trying to hear it.
I hear you.
So when all these individuals who got jacked up contract after jacked up contract, and yeah, I understand going to Face and ask question because his ex-wife, Pebbles, is the one who destroyed TLC in the first place. So yeah, I would go to him to get information, but at the end of the day, you keep making the same mistake over and over again, and there are just some people out there that want to be pitied, and she's one of them.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah,
Now I understand, Big Sis saying, "Listen, I'm eating. I will want my family to eat. I'll do the show. I'll make a couple of, 5 to 6 spots. I'll show up 5 to 6 times on the show, but I'm not gonna be there. Y'all run it. Y'all put the money in your pocket." But she still wants to be her sister. She can't get over that, and she never will. The fact that you have to fabricate a suicide attempt in order to make things happen. Come on, young lady.
And then on top of that, remember on an episode, because I watched the show and I actually liked the show. Here's the thing, you also blame WeTV for the fighting that's going on between you and your sisters. So in season 2, when your head got that big and you was fighting with your sisters, that was WeTV's fault.
Facts.
Let's see, when you were in therapy session, one of many, but this time with Yalma.
One of many.
Because the first time they did it with Pastor T.D. Jakes.
Yes,
Bishop T.D.
I remember
Jakes,
that one. Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Now you're with Yalma, okay? And I'm guessing you had Yalma because Trina was on Yalma's Fix My Life with her late ex-husband Gabe, and their son's trying to build their relationship back up and fix it. So when you were there as a family, I remember Tony coming out and being very, very honest. And she said she was tired of carrying her sisters because she wants to have her own life. Everything she did was for you all. She took the deal to get a contract, a singing contract, so that way she can help you guys, right? Because if she took a contract, then she could get her foot in the door, and then you all could come in after her.
Right.
She made you backup singer. She did everything for you.
Right.
And now she's tired. She wants to do for Tony. But still, she has to carry for the family. Again, like with this show, the Braxton family values. She didn't want to do it. It wasn't her thing. That's why you hardly ever saw Tony like that. Tony would come and go. She just wouldn't be there. So I'm pretty sure Tony had it in her contract what she can and can't do. You know what I mean? Because she controls it. She paid attention. She ain't gonna sign no bad contracts no more.
Exactly.
Okay? But you should have learned from Tony's mistakes, right? So when you're sitting there with Iyanla and you are going back and forth with Tracy, so it was WeTV that forced you to kick Tracy off of your tour?
Got a question in the chat room. E wants to know, how did you like Black is King?
I don't have Disney Plus, and we're gonna get to that. Since you want to ask that question, thank you so much. So we knew about Black is King from Beyonce, okay? And we all knew when it was airing because Disney told us, Hulu told us, everybody but Beyonce.
Right.
And I'm wondering, as big as a pop star you are, why is it that you're not promoting? Brandy came out with a new album. Prior to that, she was out here promoting. You saw her everywhere,
She has
taking
to.
interviews from her house.
She has
okay?
to promote.
So I'm thinking, okay, just because of name, that's
Yes.
why Beyonce is just not really doing too much. But then, ahead of the film's release, Beyonce talked about the film in a pre-recorded speech which aired on Good Morning America on Thursday. Then I was thinking to myself, well, ain't nobody seen y'all in person, except for that, fake photo op of you and your husband riding a bicycle. Somebody captured a photo, which we all know was fake. Okay?
Why does that be
And
fake?
then, because what happened was, it was Choke No Joke who said, "Where are y'all? Nobody's seen you." In fact, your mama even said she hasn't seen the granddaughter in a long time.
So
That says to me, you are hiding out, and I'm trying to figure out why you are hiding, why nobody has seen you. Then as soon as Choke comes out and says that y'all in hiding because ain't nobody see you, all of a sudden, here you come with this photo op. That's kind of convenient, isn't it? Now, I didn't see Black is King. I don't have Disney Plus. I did see snippets, or now they're releasing the video parts of the songs out on YouTube. So if you can't see Black is King, you can watch it on YouTube for the videos if that's
We're
what
going to
you're
get you a
into.
Fire Stick, E said. We're going to get you a Fire
Yeah,
Stick.
put
I
on.
really don't care. I used to be a Beyonce fan. I'll boppity bop to her music, but certain things don't really make sense to me, and I'm starting to wake up with all these celebrities, so I'm not really into the whole, Black is King, whatever. I listen to the album. It is what it is.
Really quick, while we still here on this subject, they don't do anything without getting paid for it.
Facts.
We never see them without something they're going to get a check from, whether it be from the NFL, NBA, whatever it is. Disney owns ABC. That's Channel 7. Why a pre-recorded interview, probably from one of their compounds, that she did, and only to be released. Disney don't want to be related to Tidal, so now they're not going to pay Tidal, but they'll pay you as part of this advertising deal. It's in their gig. Their contracts are airtight. Don't get it twisted. Everything is done for a purpose or reason, and mostly money, and to bring it back into the family, which I can't get mad at her.
And that's
Show me
how
your
it should be,
ankles.
though. But that's how it should be. Unfortunately, these individuals who Jay-Z and his wife are billionaires combined.
Yeah.
Show me your
And
ankles.
it's unfortunately you have other people out there who don't believe that. Why should
You
I
said
promote
angles
something?
or ankles?
Show me your ankles. Are you on house arrest?
They ain't on house arrest.
Well, here's the thing:
You
if
know
you're
how many
not,
compounds they got?
if you're not gonna,
Bro.
my name is attached to it first. But if you're not going to pay me additional funds to promote it, why should I? That's just like someone who buys a new car, but that new car dealer who gave you the worst deal ever still wants to put their name on your car, so people know where you got it from. But they're not paying you for those
Jay-Z
promotions.
was on that flight plan. Back to Tamar. Tamar released this statement. In this present moment, it is my only responsibility to be real with myself and to be real with the ones who truly love me and care for my healing. I have, without fail, shared with you my brightest days. And I know that sharing with you what has been my darkest will be the light for any man or woman who is feeling the same defeat I felt just only a week ago. If this isn't this is scripted, okay? You can't buy
Somebody
this.
prepared that speech.
Yes.
Yeah, I give you that.
Someone prepared a speech because they were so happy to say only a week ago, so you already knew you was going to do this, right? Okay. What were you feeling? I saw the trailer. It looked like a regular trailer to me. Now, do they spice it up a little bit? Yes, because they have to get viewers. Duh. That's reality TV for you. Obviously, we're gonna see what happens when we see it. So, if you were only contracted for 8 episodes by WeTV, why couldn't you just do the damn 8 episodes and then leave? Why did you feel like it was so bad? It was so bad that you're gonna offer you your life, take your life by conveniently taking some pills and drinking, which we've been seeing you drink on Instagram.
So
Okay, then you have David talking about he didn't really want to be on reality TV, but David, last time I checked, you was on the last season of the Braxtons. You got caught. Yeah, you were on the last season of the Braxtons, but I digress. Every one of us has a desire, whether big or small, to make it out of where we came from to an ideal future place that includes freedom, to be who we choose, security for our children and families, and fortune to share with the ones we love. We believe these things can coexist with just being happy. I believe that. That as a black woman, as an artist, an influence, personality, I could shape my world, and with whom I believe to be my partners, they could help me share my world. I wrote a letter over 2 months ago asking to be freed from what I believe was excessive and unfair. What was excessive and unfair? I need for you to give us details because, again, you yourself signed the contract with WeTV, so you already knew what time it was. So I'm a little confused as to what's excessive and what's unfair. Now, you left the world of entertainment and then you came back with 2 new shows. So I'm confused. Aren't you getting your checks?
jump on this same point. What's freed? That's the better question. Because if you're just asking to be, hey, I want to be out of our contract and keep everything I've earned already, when she may have been paid ahead of time, and she's now under contract, you still owe us money, or you're going to have to give it back.
I explained in personal detail the demise I was experiencing. What demise? Because you're fighting with your sisters. Number one, your sisters, you're probably going to fight. Number two, if you're fighting with your sisters, it's got nothing to do with WeTV. Again, going back to how you treated Tracy on your tour. Okay, that had nothing to do with WeTV. That was you. Okay, because you, for your whole entire existence, treated your sister Tracy like garbage. What, you don't like reality? Trust me, when you go see a therapist, it's going to get a lot worse. Okay? Because you have a lot of work to do on yourself, okay? Now, my cry for help went totally ignored. Who was you crying to help from? I know you wasn't looking at WeTV, the people that pay you for help. So who was supposed to help you? You're in your 40s. Either you 40, 42, 44, you are in your 40s. You mean to tell me you couldn't call on the back of your insurance card for a therapist? Don't you have a family therapist, that same black lady who seems to be the black celebrity therapist for all the black families? You couldn't call her? Don't you have a gateway to Bishop T.D. Jakes? What am I missing? Okay, I was no longer living. Really? Because we saw you on camera not that long ago, pip-pop blocking, watching Versus just like the rest of us. You seem to be fine. You have a Thursday night show, Quarantine with Bay or whatever it is that you do with your boyfriend. You seem to be just fine. Okay. I was existing for the purpose of a corporation's gain and ratings.
Yeah.
You signed up for that. That's how you became extra popular. That's how people know you, because you signed on to a reality show. Again, what am I missing? And that killed me. No, it did not kill you, because guess what? You're alive and you're tweeting. What killed you? Did you get a check? Oh, you worried about your coins? Oh, so you got mad because, yes, the Braxton Family Values is now on Netflix, right? But you're not getting paid for that. Again, you compare yourself to the Kardashians. Again, who set that up? Who wrote that deal?
She's not getting paid for that. Why is she not getting paid for that?
And whose problem is that?
Wait. She said she wasn't getting paid for that? So how do we know she's not getting paid for the episode she was on? Episode she was been on.
Again, that's part of your contract. If you did not negotiate a good contract, that is on who? You think automatically it's just supposed to come to you. You think everybody loves Tamar. The news flash is Tamar. People like you, but they can't stand you. You have a lot of work to do, girl. So stop blaming a whole corporation for your issues. You got mad because there was a producer that spilled the beans that you was molested for years because you never told your family. and that producer told your family and a whole bunch of other people.
Okay.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If it was a secret you kept for years, why did you tell that producer? What made you tell the producer about you being molested, that you couldn't go to your mother, you couldn't go to your sisters, but you went to the producer?
Oh, I know that answer.
I'm like, we're all over the place.
Well,
with
those,
this. And
those.
then also, hold on, Truth.
Yeah.
And then also, you mentioned in that long-winded letter that you had somebody wrote that you forgot about Logan. Now, we all know, and I think the world knows how much you love Logan. That's why I know this was a publicity stunt, because we all know how much you love Logan. There's not enough in this world to make you forget about that boy. So, therefore, pay attention to what you write, how you write it, who you have write for you, because you're telling on yourself. This right here was a publicity stunt that I'm not even giving you any more time. I think you need to go get help. I think you need to stay off of social media. And you don't need to come back until, one, you grow your hair back, and two, you come back with some sense. And three, dump David. Because you talking about you ain't got no money and you living up here in the Hilton condos or whatever apartments that you paying $25,000 a month, living way above your means, lady. And you're dealing with a boyfriend who's a financial advisor, self-made millionaire. Am I missing something? And you don't have money? Okay. Next. What do you have to say?
Damn, it just does.
I will
Grow your
say
hair
this
back,
right
make
here.
me lose it.
Go ahead.
I'll say this why you can't get it together.
Grow your hair
Oh,
back.
man.
Oh, I'm not forgetting that. Don't come back. To it, bro.
Again, it's the complex. But what people have to understand is these guys are A&Rs and show producers for a reason. These guys are trained con artists.
Yeah.
They know how to prey on your weakness. They know what to tell you, when to tell it to you, and this is their job. And they get paid very well to do it. We've seen it on other shows, on VH1. Like the time, I will always say this point, because this is when producers almost got someone killed. All right? I remember the first time Love and Hip Hop New York came on, and they convinced that little stubby Puerto Rican dude to threaten Jim Jones' wife.
Yes.
And the goon showed up, and you saw Jim was nervous. Jim was nervous himself because the camera dropped, and dude, like, as soon as you see producers on TV, you know something went wrong. Like, these are real goons. And you were saying that this man threatened that man's wife. You about to get this man killed. So again, these guys are paid to cause problems and issues, to drain it all up. And depending on the star, a lot of them have their own specific producer. Some are shared, other ones that have their own specific one. But these guys are trained to cause issues, to cause problems, to get those ratings up.
And with the telling the producer the stuff, they lock you in rooms and you have honest conversations for hours.
And they film.
This is one of the things that back then when we went to school for, you're almost like a therapy. And once you get close to one of the producers, that is your producer from now on to the end of your production.
Now she wants to have it where reality TV stars are unionized, and I'm thinking to myself,
oh no, she bugging. She bugging.
I was like, first of all, now you're going to interfere with the fake reality stars who have fake realities living out of rented places because they like what they're doing. They like lying and making money because it makes them relevant. I mean, come on now. What are you asking for? Just so people can cater to you? No, get some help.
Wait, she has a quarantine show? She does have a quarantine show?
Yes, on YouTube.
That's why she's doing this. We all forgot that. Now, that's direct cash.
No, I didn't forget it.
No, I'm not you. Not you, when I say y'all. That's direct cash. So whatever the advertisement and the YouTube has dropped, that's going directly to their pocket.
Right.
Imagine taking $1 million, splitting that.
10 ways.
No, more like 30. And then still paying your agent and whatever. And now you done made that during quarantine.
Yeah.
You done made that off of 2 episodes of YouTube. You get what I'm saying? So that was like, well, shoot, why am I busting my balls looking extra crazy when I could just sit up with my baby and do the quarantine?
Facts.
Now you got a point.
Now, again, I said only deal with stable people, BTV. This goes for Bravo. This is a message for you. You only deal with stable people. I had mentioned this years ago that Bravo needed to rotate their cast members. Stop giving these women longer contract terms and renewing them. No. For all the Real Housewife franchises, I've been said you all need to get rid of everybody and get a fresh new cast. Why? Because you have people like Nene Leakes, who's now suing Bravo for race discrimination.
I can believe that.
And age.
Oh, I definitely can believe that.
So let's see. You're black. The
Mhm.
women are black.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the discrimination part for race? Go ahead, Jeff.
I'll put my hand up like it's a fucking
I
school
know.
teacher. Like, yo, I want to interrupt so bad. Compared to their white counterparts from, are they still calling themselves home? We're home. Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Those Real Housewives.
Okay, of Atlanta, because they're in Atlanta, whatever
Yes, and the
episode.
whole cast is black.
But now you got to compare them to their white counterparts, Orange City, or whatever the hell, all the other counterparts.
Okay.
Those ladies are ridiculously old. They all the ladies, black and white, have had work
Okay.
out the wazoo. But that is true. They want to rotate the black ones out to keep them youthful, but they keep the ancient old ones there. I can dig down with her
I can see
scheme.
where you're going with it,
I can
but for
get
the
down
show's
with her.
sake, because people are tired of Nene's crap. No, they just probably got tired of you, Nene. And remember, there was a season that you left. And the show was fine, and then you came back. But see, Nene has no storyline. Now, it goes back to what Wendy has said. Wendy has told you if you would just reveal what you're doing, then it'll make you popular again and people understand. So I'm guessing what she's doing is while she's married to her husband, she got a side man, and that's what she's saying. You have an open marriage and talk about your open marriage. But either way, people are tired of it. Now, you talk about age because they got two new young ones. People are tired of Nene. First of all, Nene, you are in your 50s. How old is she?
No, she's got to be 6. Is she close to her husband's age?
Nene, you are over the age where you're
She gotta
sitting
be
here
close to
having
60s,
arguments
bro.
with these ladies over nothing and nobody cares about. Okay? You made your money. Now move on. Now you know what? Spread it. Pass the torch to somebody else. Okay?
You got some people that can't do that. Though.
Yeah,
Well,
you
they-
don't,
they-
man.
She's
You
Again,
one
don't.
of them.
So Bravo and WeTV and everybody else, when you get ready to sign folks, you better get a mental health check. Okay? If they look like they're a little slightly crazy, just a twinkle in the eye, say never mind. It'll save you all this time and you don't got to pay lawyers.
She's 52.
Nothing. 52. Girl, bye. Because
52.
you need a check still because you're not stable in anything else. If your life is evolved around this show and that's all you have, then that's a problem.
I mean,
Everything that's been opening for you, the show should not be it.
well, there aren't that many, I would say, like Rashida's out there, who, even without the VH1, she's still good with the online store and the physical stores that she has. So she's good. So you do have some people who understand and realize you have to have some source of income. You need to have multiple sources of income.
Yes.
And you have somewhere that's just all they can do.
Yeah. What is Nene good for?
Okay. So,
Like,
real quick, I told you a lot of things were happening. And will Bill Clinton please come forward? Sir.
why you hating on that man?
Now, we saw your name on the flight log and to Epstein's Island. And Mr. Clinton.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Okay, my
Yes.
bad, allegedly.
You got to say allegedly.
My bad, allegedly. And you allegedly said that you were not there. That wasn't true. Sir. Some things have been uncovered, sir, that makes us looking at you like you a little cuckoo, sir. So, do you want a chance to take back what you said, or you want to keep this going? Because it ain't going to look good for you in the end, sir.
Really?
Oh, really?
Go ahead. What happened? What did we find out?
So, apparently some court documents have been released, uncovered, whatever the terminology is.
Uh-huh.
Sir, you remember Virginia Roberts Giffey? I'm probably not saying her last name correctly.
Okay.
Well, sir, she was that underage child
Yeah,
that was on
remember
the island. And it's funny because she mentioned that you were there, the same island as you said that you weren't there. You were there.
Okay.
And you know, if you watch the documentary on Netflix, the maintenance guy said you were there. He saw you. He was there. He saw you. But you weren't there, sir. Mr. Bill Clinton, former president. So they have the transcript of what she said. And she said that you were on Epstein's Island with Maxwell, you know, the madam, and 2 young girls from New York. And when she, Virginia, asked Epstein about you, Epstein laughed, saying that you owed him favors. I don't have a mic, but mic drop. So, sir, you want to tell us that you weren't on the island, an island that many people saw you on? Or was that your doppelganger? Do you have a doppelganger?
I mean, all presidents do. So
I'm a.
You know what? You can't say nothing.
No, I can say something.
What can you say?
Here's the deal, real quick. Just because he was on the island doesn't mean he was screwing those 2 girls.
He went there 26 times. What's up?
That don't mean nothing. Because now, the favors they could have owed could have been financial. We forgot. Homeboy was moving money. That's why they really want him. They don't care that they were touching kids on the island or doing whatever they were doing. They want him for all the funds he's got hidden.
A Clinton spokesperson told Newsweek that former president has never been to Little St. James Island.
Okay.
Well, nobody mentioned the island. We just said he was on a flight plan.
Well, that's a difference, though. That's a difference. I put you on the list, but you never showed to the party.
His name was listed 26 times on the flight plan. Again,
Okay.
I told you the maintenance man saw him. And there's a picture of Bill in a dress that Epstein kept, which is kind of interesting, sir. Now, I'm not one to stir the pot. And yet, you also presented at Rep. Lewis's funeral.
Yes, he did.
And nobody else wants to talk about this, especially the lefts. It's amazing. Amazing that your name is in a document from Virginia. Who was there? Now, unless if you think that you're another Andrew and you just go and say that you wasn't there, y'all can keep playing these games all you want to, but Maxwell is still alive. And she can keep speaking. And she probably already spoken.
No, she hasn't.
She ain't a word.
Yeah.
That's why she's still alive.
She probably learned sign language.
Uh-huh.
I think his days were numbered. Either that or he's going to fake a heart attack.
It's Clinton. Who cares now? Look, check it out.
Well, no, you're right. You're right.
This is the same dude who was like, yo, I ain't have sexual relations with the girl. Oh, we got the cum stain. I don't know how that came out on the dress. Oh, my bad. And she just blew me. You know what I mean? It's the same guy. Now, he ain't got nothing to go for no more. The wife ain't running for nothing. He old. He ain't got nothing to say.
Say that part again. Say that part again.
The wife ain't running for nothing.
And that's why Bill Clinton's taking it on the chin.
She ain't coming back out.
No,
she's done.
He's going to continue to take it on the chin while he's pocketing all those extra millions from everyone else who was involved.
And don't forget Haiti and the Clinton Foundation. And there are rumors, credible rumors, that they're a part of the child trafficking because they've been doing it out of Haiti as well.
So here's the deal. He go down, everybody go down.
Oh no, he gonna go. He gonna take the hits to make sure they solidify. And
right.
This is the thing. We like a lot of people may not understand. There's always gonna be a fall guy, and
right.
if there would be one, his wife ain't running for nothing. He ain't running for nothing. They're financially set. Their kids is financially set. I'm gonna take it on the chin now to make sure that this wealth continues for Chelsea's kids.
Let me just ask one thing while we still on the Maxine whatever her name is. What do we want from this? Because they threatened to destroy the system, taking this down. She does. The information that she holds, I'm not worried about the kids touching part. I'm worried about, we can destroy Haiti right now without a nuclear bomb by saying they do this. So let's give it all to the Dominican Republic. Get rid of these people because they don't know how to be unsavage. And all the other places, or everybody, that all the information she holds on people. Do we really want to destroy the system as we know it now? I mean, I'm cool. We down for the decimation.
Hey, break it down, start it all over.
You get what I'm saying? I'm with it, but then we're going to need those rioters to come out full force. So what do we really want from this? Now, I see the CIA, the FBI probing her for information and then leaving her be and be like, we got this just in case we want to get somebody who's going to be future power that we know of. But what's the point? You get what I'm saying? Like, let sleeping dogs lie at this point.
Cancel culture. The next one up is J.W. Lucas, who is a hip-hop producer. So, a few fans asked his opinion about Breonna Taylor's case, and clearly his answer was not liked amongst the black community. In an Instagram post, Lucas said he was insensitive to Breonna and her family in his original tweet that is now has been removed. So, what was the tweet? Now, mind you, you all asked this man for his opinion. Now, why you're mad at his opinion, I don't understand. So, when you ask somebody about their opinion, men, are you supposed to get mad about their answer?
No.
If I asked you, is this guy...
Well, you can get mad at the answer.
Okay, my question. Okay, I want to know your opinion. What's the better Skittle flavor?
Okay. Green.
Why can't you say red?
Pretty
That
much.
is so disrespectful.
Pretty much. That's exactly how it goes.
Because people think we're truly a monolith. All black people like red. Like, no.
So, my thing is, then what the hell did you ask for if you didn't like the answer? He gave it to you.
Because,
so here's what he said.
Go ahead.
I feel terrible. Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. That's not what he said. He said
my bad. Yeah, my bad.
okay, here it is. Why is the world asking for justice for Breonna Taylor? Of course, she should have lost her life. But do you realize that she was involved with multiple drug dealers who were using her house as a trap spot? If you sign up for that life, there are consequences. So here's what happened.
He didn't lie. That's the point.
Here's what happened.
So are we all on this point that she's a druggie now?
No,
wait.
her ex-boyfriend.
So,
I'm
yes.
sorry. Go ahead. I'll get.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna let you go. So here's the thing. This is where I need conservatives to stand up, okay? Because clearly he got this information from the conservative side. Okay. They are holding on. There are some people holding on to more information about Breonna Taylor's case, and they're not ready to release it yet. Which is why everybody's like, she's a victim, blah, blah, blah. And I kept saying something else is going on because this really doesn't make any sense. There's something that they're not telling us. Yes, that is true. There are some other things going on. There's more information. I know that Lucas heard this from one person and he ran with it, but he had nothing to back it up with because he can't back it up yet because it hasn't been released. So, with that being said, should he have been in hot water for what he said? Absolutely not, because you asked him for his opinion. If you didn't want to know, then you shouldn't have asked. Truth.
Okay, it kills me even to this day. Racism exists. People don't like you for whatever reason. You can't get mad when they say something that they truly feel that you don't agree with. But back to the whole situation, she did date the big drug dealer. She did date him. She dated him months prior to the altercation that happened where she actually lost her life.
Oh, so the homie shooting was not the big drug dealer?
No, that was she left the drug dealer. This guy was a stand-up citizen, had a legal carry permit and all this other stuff. But yes, months prior, she was dating that drug dealer that they were looking for.
Okay.
So the real problem we need, as far as the Breonna case is, and this is why I try to explain to people and they don't want to hear it, is a big difference between Mr. Floyd and Ms. Breonna. Big difference. All right? Those people were serving a lawful no-knock warrant.
Right.
Now, the information that the officers received was weeks outdated.
Okay.
Now, that's not the police officer's fault. It's the system's fault.
Right.
Okay? Floyd, no, that man bluntly killed the man right there on site. So those two cases are totally different. She did date the guy who was a drug dealer, who was moving stuff. He did have a package come to her. Was it drugs? Was it sneakers? Or what? We have no idea what it was. But at the end of the day, she did date him. He was a drug dealer. He was moving this. He was moving that. Now, yes, she moved on from him. And yes, the police information was weeks outdated. The system on how that situation went was broke, which is why they immediately fixed something, and you have to go through extra steps now in order to get a no-knock warrant.
So, but what you're saying is they still fucked up because they had the
system fucked up, not the cops.
Here you go. Still, okay, but that's part of your system that you work for.
Well,
Unfortunately, you represent your system.
Here's the thing. Orders come
I'm with you.
Even all of us, we work. Our orders goes into the head and then it trickles down.
Of course.
So we're soldiers. So if we're getting, you got a these are the steps. All right, well, this is your job of the step. That's your job of the step. As
Right.
those officers going to serve that no-knock warrant, they got a paper that run across their desk. It was signed by a judge. I'm going to do my job.
Okay.
Now, the only one that was actually fired is the guy that actually shot outside
Right.
into a window that was totally covered.
Right.
Okay.
He was the one that was fired, and those bullets some of his bullets went into the neighbor's enabling apartment where that person had children, and thank God they weren't there that day.
All I'm saying, okay, so that one stays true, but for the other guys,
Right,
I
for
don't
the
know
guys-
whose bullet was the fatal bullet or whatever
Right,
it
but
was
they
that
were
knocked it out.
following, their thing is they were following
Orders.
orders.
I got you. So was the dude with the neck. Because that's how I was trained
No,
back
he
in
wasn't,
1984. No, that's how I was trained back in 1984
But
when
the
I
law
had
has been
when I had the
changed since
thing.
'84.
Don't matter. Because here's the deal. This is what goes to one of the laws that they have in there. However you were trained still holds forth. You came under the new rules. I came under the old rules. What's the problem? I did what I did, Chief. Now I get you. Now it's all questionable. So the thing is, I think they just want to get them for the action that they did, whether the thing was wrong or right. It was still murder.
Right,
But
but
I
at
think
the
that's
end
how
of the day-
people are arguing it.
They
Right,
get
but
retrained,
it's your
though.
opinion.
They got retrained.
Oh yeah. His
Like,
opinion.
His opinion.
I'm with
And
him.
his
I'm with him.
opinion is you asked the person for their opinion and they gave it to you. There's no need to sit here and do a whole cancel culture thing and cancel him because
Well,
you didn't like what he said because it offended you as a black person.
It's
You're
with black
still
people-
alive. Brianna's the only one that's dead,
Right.
and we still don't know all the facts. So please,
Oh, we're never going to know the facts, but
No.
at
give me a
the,
break, okay?
at the end of the day, we don't want to admit black people are the biggest racists on this planet.
I'm sorry, truth. Can you say it for the people in the back and say it
It's the
loud?
truth. Black people are the most racist people on the planet. We don't want to admit
So
it.
what, you gonna cancel us? Have several seats, okay? I ain't got time for all this. I'm not canceling this man because you asked him for his opinion. You asked the man for his opinion. Now I'm gonna get mad at Jeff because Jeff likes green and not red. Shut the hell up. Leave him alone. He can have an opinion. Hello? Just like black people want freedom, black people want reparations, black people want this, black people want that. Now black people want respect. They want this, they want that. Well, okay, and that's your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. Now, marriage boot camp. I told you a lot of things happen. So, I watched because I was curious. So what happened with marriage boot camp? We have Tahiri, who is famously known for dating rapper Joe Budden.
She's known for her booty.
Yeah. That's what
Okay,
I'm
Not,
the
she's
guy
not known.
got that in.
She's not
Joe
known
was
for
just one
dating
of the
Joe
many
Budden.
through it,
She's
but
known
yeah,
for
yeah,
her
yeah.
buttocks.
For a short period of time, she decided to date longtime friend Vado. He's a rapper.
Okay.
So on Marriage Boot Camp, and I know I said dating and it's marriage. Okay, so here's the thing. The show is called Marriage Boot Camp, where celebrities go to repair their marriages, okay? Now they opened it up so if you're dating someone, you can go and help fix your relationship and figure out if you guys want to stay together or not. Now, it makes sense if you've been dating for a while. It makes sense if you've been dating for months, years, not months, years. Not for a short period of time, because then there's no point in you being on the show. But then again, inside sources told me that you get paid $80,000.
You get paid very well, yes.
So the majority of the people that are on this show are only there for the check.
Facts.
Sounds like Tamar.
Well, see how come full circle?
Because I'm telling
See
you.
how that works?
Yeah, I tell you.
So you really can't buy into any of this because maybe out of 8 couples, only 2 are like real. Okay?
Right.
For instance, Phaedra's dating somebody, but they haven't had sex yet.
And that's why they on boot camp.
But cha-ching, that $80,000 looks nice. I go on the show, so Jeff and I are not dating. In fact, Jeff has a whole nother life, okay? But
For the right check,
opportunity
I'll be
came
like,
to us,
yeah.
And we TV because I shouted them out. They was like, yo, you want to be on Marriage Boot Camp? You get this and this. I was like, Jeff, yo, ain't never gonna really dig into our lives. Just tell your woman you're gonna be gone for a couple of weeks filming this show. But trust, the check looks nice, right?
That's right.
His lady says, yeah, for $80,000, and that's what we gotta do? Yes. Now, Jeff and I came up with a plan. We already know what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. At night, we got time to strategize. You know what I'm saying? So while we here, we came up with a whole story. We got a check, ching, ching. Lights, camera, action. I turn up. Of course, you know, he says some hurtful things to me. I say some hurtful things. But mind you, we already practiced. See how that works? Reality TV at its finest.
It's called scripted TV for a reason.
Come on now. We got this.
Exactly.
And so then we leave. We decide that we're not going to stay together. You know why? Because we're not good for each other. We're better off as friends. It's a beautiful story. Came full circle, and we decided to stay friends. Now he could go and be with his true love at home with the $80,000 check, and I just got my $80,000, and I'm good. You see how that works? Now, that's what Vado and Tahiri wanted to do. Now they're from Love and Hip Hop New York. Now she hasn't been on reality TV in a minute. She got a taste of reality TV when she came back to Love and Hip Hop for no damn reason. And so now she's on Marriage Boot Camp so she can get that check. So why is everybody talking about her and Vado? Well, in the episode, the women and the men had like little buzzers. And basically, you got zapped if you did something that the other person didn't like. So say we're on a show, Jeff, and my issue with you is that you always roll your eyes when I'm talking. So as soon as you roll your eyes, I zap you. And you have to figure out why am I zapping you. So are you paying attention to what is bothering me?
Okay.
Right? You zap me because every single time you try to make a point, I laugh. And that irritates you. So every time I laugh, I get zapped.
Yes.
So then now, Vado and Tahiri, they're going back and forth. But not really. Vado was mad chill. It was Tahiri who had an attitude. Basically, Tahiri turned off for the cameras because to this day, I still don't know why she was mad. Because Vado didn't do nothing. Vado kept buzzing her because he was actually participating in this exercise, one that she wasn't participating in. Okay? So, she got mad at him, whatever. Now they're back in the house. And she gets mad again for whatever reason and decides to throw apples at him.
Okay.
He didn't do nothing. Vado was mad chill. Now they're having a house meeting to go over why you think I buzzed you and why do I think you buzzed me. Did we learn anything? Now, I understood the exercise because it made sense. Because if you're really paying attention to your partner, then you should know by now why. Now, for some couples, it was an eye-opener. Like, oh, okay. And it made sense.
Right.
Now, move on to Tahiri and Vado. By this time, Vado was already in his head. He was pissed because he was thinking about the apples. He was tired. Remember, if you watch the show from the beginning, she said, "You're the brokest man I ever dated." And I'm thinking to myself, why would you say something like that? But she wasn't really there for him. They're together so they can get that check. I bet. So, now that we know that you're there to get a check, she's over here coming up with a speech saying that she could act crazy. He jumps up and grabs her. Oh. Now he's being abusive. He didn't hit her, he grabbed her.
Okay.
Okay, so now people are anti-Vado. This is no way, not a good look. And where are the real men? The men just sat there. Okay, so the real men were sitting. True.
Next to their ladies.
Next to their women.
Make sure that is said. Go ahead.
However, when you're on a show like Marriage Boot Camp and your relationship is not real and some people turn up for the cameras, why would they involve themselves in anything that goes on with Tahiri and Vado? Because they're not really a couple.
Right.
They're just there for the cameras. So what did you want them to do? You all bought into this, right? You're all going about how shame on Vado, cancel Vado for what? Should he have gotten up and grabbed her the way he did? Trust me, there's a lot of women who get grabbed.
Yo.
Y'all know who you are.
So
Women know how to talk that talk and piss off your man. We've all been there. To the point where, yes, he had to, maybe by two hands and maybe by that one strong hand, where he grabs you because he's tired of your mouth. Tahiri has a mouth on her. Tahiri loves to hear herself talk. Okay? I was tired of it. But how much is a person supposed to take, especially when you're throwing apples at him? And you threw them kind of hard. So you all talk about Vado coming after her, just grabbing her, but you're not talking about Tahiri throwing apples at him. What did he do to make you throw apples at him? I don't care that they're apples. They could have been anything, but you threw them at him. Therefore, you assaulted him first. Did you not? There's a show called Teen Mom. There was a girl named Amber. She was with a guy named Gary, and they had a daughter together, Leah.
Mm-hmm.
There was a scene where they were at Amber's house, apartment. Gary made her mad to the point where she started hitting him. Guess what happened to her? Some folks saw that on TV, and she got charged with domestic abuse.
Okay.
And then she trickled downhill from there. Okay? So, since you all want to talk about Vado, I would like for you all to start talking about Tahiri. Because if I'm getting in an argument with Jeff, and we're not getting along, and I'm turned up for no reason, why am I throwing anything at him? He didn't do anything to me. So now I'm assaulting him. Because, literally, Vado, if you watch the clip, was just sitting there. He did not do anything until that couch session where he got up and he grabbed her. Now, some of y'all like to be grabbed. Some people don't. But at the end of the day, you're all talking about Vado and this cancel culture. You need to talk about Tahiri and cancel her ass. Because me watching it, I had enough. Her mouth was too much for me. I was waiting for some chick to say, shut the hell up. It was too much. But then again, when you're not in a real relationship and you're doing it for a check, none of that is real. You're being extra for no reason. So I'm thinking they was just turned up because that's the show. And they were doing it for a check. But y'all think how you want to. But if you're going to cancel Vado, you need to cancel Tahiri.
Well, I mean, this is the pros and cons of the situation.
Uh-huh.
First of all, we know that was staged.
on,
This is
You think his
this
jump
is a
up
hood.
was staged?
This is an extreme hood dude. Like, for real.
Marriage boot camp hip hop.
This is a extreme hood dude. He not gonna purposely grab your big shirt on purpose. If I'm gonna choke you, and listen, fellas,
Come on, Truth.
like Butterfly said, fellas, sometime in your lifetime you have to choke a young lady, and we know we ain't grab no shirt, we grab straight throat. So her shirt was big on purpose. This was staged, and again, he was willing to take that backlash for that 80 grand check.
You see
They-
how this comes full circle? So that was staged, and what else was staged?
What's-
Tamar's
Tamar's
alleged.
But I
You
mean,
see how they do?
here's the
and all
thing.
this is on
Look.
what network?
We TV. This is We TV too, right? Look.
There we go.
Well, what's it said? They racist
It comes right. How they racist?
because they exploit black people.
Well, like this,
What the-
this.
Am I wrong?
Now, as far
I'm
as
waiting for the white girl to get
Jeff
yoked.
said it right
They're
now.
talking about they got that white show, Love After Lockup. Don't knock it.
That's
Don't
a
knock
totally
it.
different show. It's still, but like
That's
you were
so-
saying, Jeff
yeah,
was saying
that's lockup.
the
What is
Orange
that?
County wives of this and
Yeah.
that. They'll get into discussions and heated
Exactly.
arguments. We
Give me
don't
more
get into
wine,
like
spritzer, please.
physical fist fights. But here's the thing: this is a real talk. This is a really hood dude. This ain't no dude you want to play with. This is a guy that's kind of up there with Mano.
Okay.
Kind of up there. Mano what Mr. Man did years for kidnapping. But these are some serious dudes. So
give him that.
she purposely wore that big shirt. And you look at the way it happened, her shirt was already purposely puffed out. So he knew what and how to grab. And fellas, we don't grab shirts, we got throats. You know what I'm saying? When we choke.
I will say
the
the editing is very, very good. They go to the back camera shot from
Right.
the longest motherfucker away and have
And
him
you
zoom in.
just imagine
so
how many
all
times
you see
they
him
practiced that
over
scene.
the girl.
Right. How many
What-
times you think they practiced that scene?
Oh,
He
in the
ain't
room?
gonna-
I'm probably
Yeah.
fuck like that. Probably. You never know.
Because like I
So that would
said,
be why the men
but-
were chilling. 'cause
why
they
was
already
her
knew
shirt?
coming.
Why was her shirt out like that already? Like
Well-
really watch that. Like her shirt was like out like this already, plain,
Right.
giving him something to grab. Now he purposely went low with the grab. Fellas, if you're gonna choke a girl out, you coming up.
Yeah.
You ain't
So if there
grabbing.
was some real intent
You ain't grabbing.
to harm her. He
Right.
would have done it.
You ain't
There
grabbing
was no
brawl
intent to harm
wire.
her.
You ain't grabbing brawl wire. You grabbing neck.
I'm with you. This is all speculation, though, because if he really wanted to hurt her, he could have hurt her.
It's
Alleged-
$8,000.
problem.
Allegedly, I had to choke a couple of chicks out in my past. So you ain't grabbing shirt or brawl wire.
Nigga,
You
what's
grabbing
up with this?
throat.
All right, since we're on the black movement, black everything. Every black person is so excited. Why? Because Netflix is bringing the classic black shows to their platform, okay? So they're bringing back Sister Sister, Moesha, The Parkers, Girlfriends, The Game, One-on-One, and Half and Half. Now, I like Sister Sister, I like Moesha, I like The Parkers. Girlfriends, I'm on the fence because we still didn't get an ending, so maybe this is an opportunity for Netflix to have a Girlfriends movie to give us a proper ending. The Game, I'm sorry, I was a fan when Tia was on. When Tia left, I was pissed. Then we have 101 and half and half. Here's the thing. You guys are so excited that Netflix has classics. You do realize they were on Hulu as well, right?
They got all UPN shows?
So Hulu, you stupid. That's
Nigga,
right.
and that's
Come on.
exactly that's it. You know, that's it.
Facts.
I'm sitting there going through the list like, damn, nigga.
So UPN is now on Netflix, but also UPN is on Hulu. So if you wanted to see these classics along with Family Matters and a whole bunch of other stuff, then y'all could have gone to Hulu too.
We don't want to see commercials. That's why nobody going to Hulu.
Well, you can pay that
That's
extra
true.
$2
See,
for no
we're not paying no
commercials,
extra
but at the
nothing.
same time,
That's true.
We're paying no extra.
everybody's excited, but like Tamar said, are y'all getting that money though?
They could be. They get
He
royalties.
he wants to know from us, how do we know they're not really dating? I mean, they could
Vado.
be dating.
Oh,
Go back to Vado.
because they were friends. I did my research. Before I started speaking, I did my research. They were friends for years.
For years, yeah, they were.
Then they started dating, but they've only been together a short time before coming on the show. And I said in the beginning
They're
that
still
when
dating.
you're on the show, you get a check of $80,000. So again, I used my example of me and Jeff deciding Jeff is going to leave his girlfriend for a couple of weeks so we can do the show so we can get this money. His girlfriend's going to say, girlfriend, wife, whatever, she's going to say yes. It's okay because she knows at the end of the day,
Right.
we're going to get this money, okay?
Right.
Now, we're going to have to occasionally, we got to sleep together. So what we're going to do is, you know, we're not going to be disrespectful because I know that he got a woman. All right? But this is where, now, mind
Pull
you,
out,
I
nigga.
took acting classes, so leave it to me to put the stage together. I know how to act. I don't watch soap operas for nothing. I'm just saying. So I know what I'm doing. All you got to do is just come correct with the and then we good. All right? You speaking
Yeah.
for the cameras.
She
No.
also want to know, do we think his career is over?
It should be over. Because if you're going to cancel him, then you have to cancel
No, he's a
Tahiri.
rapper. He's not. This was just,
Does he
again,
have a hit out?
something from. Yes, he does.
I knew that was coming.
He has a he has a couple of hits, but he's more of a local guy. But he's had a couple of hits that have gotten out. But he is bringing home a check.
Look, the strip club is closed, nigga. I can't really. I don't know what else
I
is
thought
hitting
they were
now.
doing virtual lap dances.
Fuck out of here. But
Make that booty.
Nah, we want
You
to
know,
smack
to
the
your
camera,
point-
fingerprints and stuff.
to your point, you stupid. That's the third screen you done broke this week.
Yeah.
Joe Buttons on his podcast, he actually proved your point. He said, "I don't think they're together either," and he knows both of them.
I know. He knows
He was
me
like,
very
"Yeah," he
well.
was like, he said, "But that's just me. I ain't gonna go, straight to
Well,
her."
Tell
if
us
you
they're
you
not
look at it
together.
from
Said
this
exactly what
standpoint,
she said.
you made a great point. You have
made
two
exactly
people
what she
who
said.
are friends. I don't mind, like both of y'all points
Yeah.
going
They
on,
pulled a you and me.
saying that we're dating because we already know
Right.
each other. We'll put on this show. We'll help the ratings go up, and we'll cash that check.
Yeah.
But this is what reality TV has fallen to. And people keep watching, so they're going to continue to do it. And as far as the Netflix thing, shout out to that CEO
Yo,
for saying there's the whole Black Lives thing matter happening
Yep.
going on. Let me get all those shows.
this is the black
Yeah,
exploitation.
let me
to
get all those shows, put them on here.
That's
It's not like we got more shows
I
coming
got it
down
right.
the pipe because ain't nobody filming nothing.
True.
So I need to do something.
and they probably got them for cheap. It was UPN. Come on, homie.
Like $5.99.
You got 5 for 2.
So real quick, before we wrap up, I just want to say congratulations to all the nominees for the 2020 Emmys that are being hosted by the one and only Jimmy Kimmel, who left TV because of blackface, and apparently he got a second pass.
Well, he didn't leave.
He took a break,
Yeah.
and they saw fit to tap him. So where's the cancel culture for that? I mean, shouldn't you all be upset that he wore blackface and mimicked black people, and now he gets to host the Emmys?
Jimmy Fallon did it too. How come we ain't cancel him?
You have some people
I
who
forgot.
people have
But
to
y'all want to
remember.
cancel me now? Oh no,
No,
Vile.
like they know.
Some people take certain things to the extreme. And he's a comedian, folks. Comedians do things that's racy, that's
give
gonna
you
rub
that.
people some type of way. It's
Okay.
not like he went up there and he beat a black person who was handicapped and needed food. You know what I mean? He was doing a skit. But when
Sure.
people like Eddie Murphy does his skits and he makes fun of white people, it's
Yeah.
good.
Now, really quick before you close it. Coming to America 2
Right.
was
Yes.
finished being filmed.
Yes.
And remember, he had the barbershop scene in the first one when he was the
Yes.
white Jewish guy and all that stuff. He said he wasn't going to do that anymore.
Okay, no problem.
Before that.
So the nominations,
bad.
drama series. So they nominated Better Call Saul, The Crown, The Handmaid's Tale, because that's a good show. Killing Eve, The Mandalorian, Ozark, which is a good show. Stranger Things, I heard about, and Succession. So y'all just really gonna snub Homeland and Power?
Oh, you can snub
Homeland's
Power
been going
every
too
day.
hard, and they're always gonna snub Power because Power did with all the other shows. There's one white guy, and he's hood. So just like all the other shows
Power was
have all white guys and that
done.
one black person.
Okay. So comedy series. Congratulations to Insecure. That was impressive. Limited series. Congratulations to Little Fires Everywhere because that was impressive as well.
Okay.
Lead actor in a drama series. So how many times you guys are going to nominate Sterling K. Brown from This Is Us? He must got a good role.
It's
that
a
he
great
gets
show.
nominated damn near every year.
It is a great show.
It's a great show. Is his role great to be nominated every year?
Yeah, he's one of the main leads.
Yes.
His storyline is pretty good. It like
Yes.
keeps you interested.
You gotta
okay.
give him that. Yes.
You never watched it?
No, well, I watched like 2 episodes and that was it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'll admit I cried when they lost the baby, but then they took the black baby.
I'm mad. You got his beginning episode.
That was it.
This how the Negro came in.
Lead actress in a drama series. Zendaya, congratulations for Euphoria. They had Jennifer Aniston here for the morning show, but I heard that was good.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So I'm glad that Jennifer finally got a role that suits her. Then he had lead actor in a comedy series. So Anthony Anderson for Blackish, is his role that great?
He's a good comedian. He's one of those comedians, you know, his thing is when he can get creative and stuff like that, and that show really allows him to do that. So it's a perfect role.
Oh, okay. Then we also have lead actress in a comedy series, and you have Issa Rae, congratulations, and Tracee Ellis Ross for Blackish. We're good with that?
I mean, as long as I can see her turn around, I'm good.
Lead actor in a limited series. So, remember I mentioned Little Fires Everywhere?
Yes.
Why did y'all snub Joshua Jackson?
Because he wasn't the main lead in the show. It was only the girls and the kids.
So he couldn't get supporting?
No.
Absolutely not.
No, I'll get out to the kids before I get out to Joshua.
Absolutely.
I would definitely give it. Yeah.
I still think Joshua should have had a nomination somewhere because he was just good. I mean,
He's a good actor, but he was nothing in that. Like they didn't use him well. Yeah, there you go.
okay, they underused him is what you're saying, but he can't. See,
He was
I
underused,
really
not
needed
underused
for
him.
there to be a season 2 because I feel like season 2 would have been.
Are they
like,
gonna make a
jump
season
off.
2?
No, that's why it's limited.
Really?
It was based
Oh.
off of the book, and the book ended with the fire. So
Yeah, let the
We can
money
still
come
write
back.
it, too.
They'll write that real quick.
I think they should. I think they could build off of that. But lead actress in a limited series. So you gave it to Octavia Spencer for Self-Made, which I just that was bad. And Kerry Washington for Little Fires Everywhere. Why Kerry? Because she's black.
No, she's a
Why not
phenomenal
Reese
actress.
Witherspoon? Reese
was really good.
that was Reese's moment. She should have been nominated for that. Why did she get the snub? You snubbed her because you're trying to do the whole black thing.
You think
Right.
so?
Yes, that's what it is. Because now Latin people are upset because none of their movies and shows have been nominated. I can't keep up. So now we're probably gonna have a movement. It's Black
Why?
Lives Matter now. Latino Lives Matter when it comes
Why?
to Hollywood. Yes.
Whoa, we gotta pause because your boy even John Leguizamo was not taken back, but they jumped on him. Some of those people that we regard as black are Latino,
Facts.
Afro Latino.
They all are.
They come in and play a black role, but they'll be like, no, I mean Dominican or me whatever. They ain't black. And they'll be quick to tell you. And one of the boys did get nominated. And that's why they jumped on him. And they jumped on a girl from Oh, Orange is the New Black. She was saying the same thing too, and they were like, "Well, you guys mad because no
What show is
white
Little Fire? He's
Latino
asking,
people got picked?"
he's asking what show is that, the Little Fire thing?
On Hulu?
Or you're talking
Little
about
Fires
the,
everywhere.
Little Fires Everywhere on Hulu? You better watch it. 10 episodes, please. Listen, it will get you sucked all the way in.
Yeah, Reese Witherspoon will make you hate white people
Reese,
again.
yes, she did.
She
That's
make you
why
hate
she
white
needs to
people
be
for real.
nominated.
Yo, I had to leave for like 2 weeks to come back to that shit. I was like, yeah, I can't even.
I was like, what?
Fuck this bitch.
I was like, this bitch.
Yeah. Like, you ain't here yet? You ain't here yet.
That's what I'm saying. Wait a minute. You gotta watch Little Fires
She was,
Everywhere. That
she
right
was
there.
strong, homie. I was like,
No,
nah, I gotta
it's a
leave.
great show,
It's a
but
good
it's
show.
crazy. Like a lot of people don't remember Reese's first shows.
Nah.
Her first movies?
No, because, there were a lot of comedy and shit.
Was it The Man in the Moon or The Man on the Moon?
No, her first movies was with Bokeem, that black dude. Her first movies were all with black guys. The same thing with Angelique Jolie.
Hey, she came
You
out
gotta
on
pay
the
your dues.
B-list. Yeah.
You gotta pay your dues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you mean? Her first movie was what?
Her first movie was with Bokeem, the guy from Strap. The guy, oh gosh, I forgot the bald head guy. Yes.
What was the movie called?
Oh gosh, you gotta look it up, Jeff. Yeah, her first movie,
Yeah,
her first couple of movies was with with black, predominantly
I thought her
black
first movie
actors and
was,
actresses.
The Man in the Moon.
Absolutely not. It's the same thing with Angelique Jolie when she first came out, before she ran into Weinstein.
So before she got Weinstein.
Her
Well,
roles.
Man in the Moon, she was a kid then.
Yes.
She was a kid.
That's not her first.
Find out what her first.
No, she was a kid then. I was like,
I mean,
yeah.
no, wait,
That's what I'm saying, she was a
all right,
kid.
she was a little kid, but when she first started getting rolling, it was with Bokeem, and she was on a lot of black.
She started having sex.
I guess you could say she was kind of
Started
legal.
having
Oh, I
sex.
thought you were talking about when her first film. That's why
No,
I was
no,
like,
no.
what?
So when she first, her name started getting out there, she had to do a couple of black films first.
Okay, so go back to supporting cast for drama series. Why didn't they nominate Joseph Sikora? Why did they snub him from Power? He played Tommy.
Yeah.
Why didn't he get a nomination? Out of everybody in that cast, he should have gotten a nomination.
Not this season. Absolutely not. This, you can tell, unfortunately, this season took 5,000 turns.
Okay, bet. So, not for this season, because he didn't do too much, right? So
Well, it's not that he didn't do it, it's the script.
Okay, so
So-
Samira Wiley from The Handmaid's Tale. Season 3, she's black. She plays a lesbian
Okay.
best friend. But
Yeah.
she didn't do too much in season 3. So, again,
No,
why was
she
she
didn't.
nominated?
That's a good
I think
question.
it was because of the show.
No, because she's black. Because now what they're doing is they want to make sure they nominate as many black people as they can, but you're just going to take people and not really nominate because of their performance. It's just because they're black.
Well, I mean, nominating and winning is two different things. And that's what we need to understand, where we continue to allow a bunch of white old Jews rate and view these movies and tell us what they consider good or not. And I think if we
many-
stop worrying about the Emmys and the Oscars and create our own, and not just for blacks, create our own for actually great acting, that's
Yes.
when we'll take over.
Yes.
Well, this was allegedly supposed to be for the greatest of actors.
Okay,
You know
well,
that ain't. Who's
Here's
on
who
the
else they
board?
snubs. They have a title called Casting for a Limited Series. They didn't even add Little Fires Everywhere, and that cast was amazing. I'm like, why didn't you nominate them? You also left off Bianca Lawson. You left off Kofi Sibiri, or Siribo. You didn't nominate Greenleaf. You didn't nominate Queen Sugar. What
Too
am I
many-
missing here?
Too many black people in it.
Oh, is that what it is?
Queen Sugar?
Too many black people in it.
Oh.
It's not just that and then you have so many black people in strong roles. They're the ones with the money, and it's crazy how we keep expecting something different from people we already know what they want to see.
This past season of Queen Sugar should have been easily nominated for Best Drama, and Bianca should have gotten Best, I guess she would be a supporting actress, and Kofi for supporting actor. They all should have gotten that. They were robbed. Greenleaf, that's another great show, another great cast
Agreed.
with living freaking legends, and
Agreed.
it should have gotten a nod. Okay?
Yeah, that.
So we can sit there and talk about, Black Lives Matter. We can sit here and talk about
That's not for black people.
being
though.
all inclusive. And now, everybody, Netflix is bringing back all the black shows to their platforms. We could be so happy and pleased that the mayors and the governors want to write Black Lives Matter. I'm sorry, on the sidewalks and everything in the streets. Okay, I'm sorry. Black Trans Lives Matter because Black Lives Matter became Black Trans Lives Matter. Okay, whatever it is. I don't even know what it is anymore. But again, are we now becoming complacent with what's going on now? Because we complained about the Emmys, we complained about the Oscars being too white, and now they're just nominating everyone from Harry and Larry to Monroe and give me a black name, Vincent.
Yeah.
But are these really worthy performances? Now, if I was on the board and I was picking people, I'm going to be very critical of their performances. You're not giving a nomination to somebody who literally was in 3 episodes of 10 episodes and say, oh, she was just phenomenal. She didn't do anything. That's just like when they gave that Oscar nomination to that white actor and he only had 1 line.
Oh.
And they gave it to him because he's old. Like, what are you doing? Now you have a host who did blackface and people was trying to cancel him, but now he probably got on his knees and he's no longer canceled at this point. So
here's my deal. How do you who does the picking for the Emmys?
They have like the Oscars. They have like a, what do you call
There's
it?
a board.
There's a board.
But who is the board made of? So is it like
They're
the Oscars?
members.
It's not us.
Wait, no, but the Oscars are either former Oscar winners or people who are in the high
It's the-
actor
it's the
union and
union.
stuff like that.
It's the union.
So how is it for the Emmys? Is it similar? I'm
similar.
asking. I don't know.
It's similar.
But then you need to blame them because just like what they said with the Oscars, a lot of the people who get to vote don't vote.
So in my vision, I have my own award show.
Okay.
And in my award show, it's made of a panel. And this panel, like what they do with the independent film festivals, we watch everything.
Right.
And then we based it on, multiple meetings and figuring out who did what. And we have different opinions.
Okay.
That's how I would do it.
Okay.
I wouldn't leave it up to, because what you're doing is you're
But-
allowing people to pick their friends.
But now, of course, most of them
Whatever
are going to be
circles they
their
run in.
friends, right? And for the ones who are going to vote that we know of. But here's the deal now: when you talk about a film festival, you may have maybe 50 films at best, compared to having 500 shows. You get what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I'm not watching everything. I'm
I
good
would,
for
if
the
that-
main
if that's
stuff.
what I'm doing, I would. I love.
When would you have time to honestly watch all the episodes of all the shows and still do your regular life?
I mean, if this is
It
your
wouldn't even
job,
make sense.
Here's the thing.
But it's not their job. Their job is either acting or whatever there is, and continue to have their life. It's not like they clock in. It's like, I'm watching these 10 movies today. Let me clock in
So
on the
then
clock.
how can you? Okay, so then that
Yeah,
goes.
we're saying
How
that
would you
does
pick
stuff like
Tamara?
Who did what now?
Like Rotten Tomatoes. They have people that just get paid to watch.
That's fine. But again, if we're talking about a board that's going to be certified for that, if you're going to have the board, whatever qualifications it takes to get to your board,
Okay,
you
so
get
then
what I'm
basically
saying?
You're saying that they're not watching Greenleaf and they're not watching Green Sugar. So
Yes.
then my thing would have been, okay, I have a panel of 50 people. Now I'm going to say you're watching. Oh,
Like a
you're
vote-in
watching-
section? Oh.
Yes, everybody's watching something different.
I'm with
You
you.
have to take it further
now
than that.
we're coming to the table.
No, I'm with you.
You have to take
and,
it further
and that's
than
something that should be
You
put
have to
into
take it
Okay.
further than that.
Go ahead.
You have to make them watch shows that they like and shows that they don't like. You can't just tell people just watch this and no. You have to make them watch shows that they like and then shows that they don't like.
Okay.
Great, like there are some movies that I had to force myself to watch. I was like, yo, what the hell was I waiting for? That was really good.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you're talking about really good
That's true.
movie buffs, TV buffs like us, like
Yeah.
we love to watch shows. Like I would have never, there's a lot of shows I would have never just ran across, but I had nothing else to do. I gave it a chance. Like, yo, that was good as heck.
Yeah.
So you would have to structure it like that in order for it to be fully fair.
Yeah.
You bring them in. What movies do you like? What TV shows do you like? Okay, you're gonna watch this, but you're also gonna watch that.
I got you.
Okay, so in closing, say his name. Janari.
Yeah.
You okay? Yeah, you heard something real
Long pole.
And Andre Ricks. Andrerics.
Andreas.
Andreix.
There you go.
I didn't want to say it wrong. So
Yeah.
again, say his name. Janari Andreix. Age 9, from Chicago, killed. Oh, but you know who he is? You don't? Nobody's talking about him? Well, he was killed on Thursday. I thought this was Black Lives Matter. You don't know who he is?
How'd he die?
Well, he was playing in the park near his house, and somebody opened fire, and he was shot and killed.
Mm-hmm.
All he was doing was playing in Chicago. But you don't know his name. Black Lives Matter, right? No, trans lives. You would remember him if he was 9 and a trans. 9 years old. That's it.